Okay, here we are, guys, back at it again. I'm in the hot seat on day 3, SEMA 2025. Hopefully the internet's cracking and nice and clear, and we're up and running. Next on the hot seat are the boys from Dashtag. So, yeah, guys, sugar-free, sugar, Speedmaster energy, what are you going for?
I'm going to do the one with the sugar right here, please.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
I'll do sugar-free.
All right, let's get nice and close to the mic there. Yeah, boy. Hey, here you go, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, here you go. Thank you. Yeah, good.
Oh, perfect. What's that?
Oh my God, that is fresh. That is fresh.
That'll wake you up.
All right, so I'm going to start the conversation with a loaded question. We'll get this closer so you guys can reach him, because I don't want you guys to run out of energy.
Yeah, we'll fall asleep.
Yeah, man.
We're on day 3 here.
I'm going to ask you a loaded question straight off the bat. How many SEMAs have you done?
First one.
Yeah, boy.
The rookie.
All right, that's good. What do you think?
It's everything I expected it to be, and then some. There's more vendors here than you could ever look at. There's more things to see that you can ever take in. I think it's definitely going to be a thing to come back year after year just to see things that we weren't able to see.
The sheer size of it for me caught me off guard. I was not expecting it. We've done some educational conferences. We got a lot from that. So it's been great. Like, we went full throttle this year. I'm glad we did.
Okay, I'm talking about the show. I'm not talking about after hours. How was the show? I'm just kidding. You know, and that's the thing that people don't realize. Oh, here we go. You gonna bring it up? Yeah, beautiful. We want make sure you hear his croaky voice, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the part. I mean, I don't know how we got on this topic, but that's the part people don't realize, right? So it's not just the show. The show is overwhelming. It's massive, right? But then you got the stuff outside the show. You know, you got the dinners and the networking and just all of the above, right? So.
Yeah.
You know, it'll take you a couple of years to get through the entire thing, you know what I mean? So you'll have to come 2 or 3 times to completely understand it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we have every intention of coming back. I mean, it'd be nice for Dashtag to present in some way, partner with some companies that, you know, are proud to have our logo on their car, and you know, we have people that are here with the car with Dashtags on their car. So I think just more and more we come, just the more prevalent we're going to be. And
yeah. So with no more ado, I mean, introduce yourselves. Tell us about Dashtag. You know, quick elevator pitch, and let's dive right into it. You know what I mean? I want to hear more about it.
Yeah. So I'm Brandon Shutter. I'm the technical officer at Dashtag. You know, anything with the tech stack or kind of like the app or the website kind of falls on my shoulders. I've been a tech guy for a long time. Been writing code for a long time. Been a car enthusiast for a long time. I'm more of a bike guy, which is also on Dashtag. And you know, it was a platform that made me really want to kind of hone my skill sets and build something that I think a lot of people are really going to love and use every day.
Yeah, my name is Matt Bonno. I'm Chief Marketing Officer at Dashtag. Come from a motorsport background. Grew up working at a hot rod shop. Did Bonneville Salt Flats. I've always been old school muscle. And then when I got out of college, I just merged the two and wanted to bring motorsport and marketing together. And you know, this project, so it's a social media platform. It's for your vehicles, but anything with a motor, so boats, planes, cars. And what's unique is, unlike other car apps, because so many of them are terrible, we know that, but we connect users via a physical QR code. And so that QR code is unique to the vehicle, whether that's plane, boat, car. And then when you're out and about in the world and you see one of these Dashtags, you can scan that QR code and it pulls up the entire portfolio of the vehicle. So you can see the history, the stats, you can see the photos of the vehicle. From a user's perspective, you can then manage that vehicle. So you can see maintenance, you can upload anything you want just for yourself personally, and that can transfer to a new owner when that vehicle sells. But it originally started as a nonprofit, and it's a really cool story. I had saved a 1929 Model A from a barn, and it was a very unique car. It looked different. It wasn't quite like other 29 Model A's, so we did some digging into it, and it was an old board track car. So in the United States, we used to race on boards, elevated racetracks, and guys would change these wooden planks out during the race. They'd be under the race, like hammering into new boards as cars were on top of them. And this was one of those cars, and so it was pre-war, and none of that story was attached to the vehicle. And I was watching this collection being sold at an estate sale, and the car was part of it, and there were some like engine stands that had motors on them, and I'm like, it would be so cool if we could tie all of this together. And so it was a nonprofit. We were using a museum catalog system, literally just to track stuff. But that was very generic. Like, it was way too much information, too many fields. And so I approached Brandon. We had met through Automobile Rally. And he's like, we need to do QR codes instead of barcodes. And then he really built the platform to where it represented the enthusiasm as well. So it wasn't just these generic questions. It was things that were specific to the vehicle. And so if you're a car guy or an airplane guy, Dashtag looks different for you. It has different fields. Like, we are talking to you how you want to be talked to. And that's where Brandon really elevated the idea and brought it. And so it's been amazing, you know, our nonprofit roots going now into a business and hopefully launching here in spring. So.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And it's interesting because, yeah, to your point, I found Dashtag. I found your solution, or you know, your software you're offering, the way you would expect your clients to find it. So I'm like, oh, there's a cool car. It's got a QR code on it. What's going on?
Yeah.
So I scanned it. I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So ironically, it's even done in the way that you would want it to be done, which is like organically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not like, oh, I should download the app, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, I want to. Is that QR code going to tell me about this car? And
yeah,
sure enough, it did. You know, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then you got the stories there. Sorry, go for it.
Yeah, there were two things that we really had to tackle early on. Was if we want really good cars on the platform, we have to be respectful of them. Yeah. And so when we were a nonprofit and we were talking like, how do you put a QR code on a $2 million car? Yeah. Like, the owner is going to be, no, get out of here, right? Yeah. And so we really, I mean, it was meetings that we went over, like, how are we going to attach a QR? Does it go on a license plate? And so we figured out, you know, the best way was either on a firewall or on the front windshield, because glass is easy to clean and take off. And so that was our approach with that. But the second thing was, we saw a lot of young kids who would not interact with people. And I remember growing up in the hot rod community, if you went to a car show, the older guys were like, no, please don't touch.
Yeah.
Don't sit in it. But if you watch a car show today, the exotic guys, you know, they're like, yeah, get in the McLaren, rev it, right? That's changed a lot. But there's still guys that grew up in that, like, where there was a barrier of entry. And we wanted Dashtag to be that point where you, as a kid, could just walk up and scan a car, be respectful, not touch it, but learn everything about it. Yeah. You don't have to find the owner if you're uncomfortable. You don't want to talk to that person. And so that was a big thing that we approached. Like, how do we be respectful of the vehicles, but also nourish the community that's coming up?
And on the other side of that is, like, I'm more of the antisocial shy one, and so like I have nice bikes, I've had nice cars, and I'd always get really kind of overwhelmed with like answering questions. I love the build, I love kind of sharing what I've done and why I did it, but like I have this joke, I have a social battery, and like, it depletes quickly, right? Like, and you know, there's a lot of people
it's got a short.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that unfortunately, like I was at that point where I couldn't talk anymore, and you know, they couldn't learn about the car, and I kind of felt bad, right? And so I could have been like, you know, like, just scan the QR code, learn everything you want to learn. If you want to message me afterwards, you can, because you can see who owns a car. It's optional, right? We can see if we're in communities together. Okay, hey, we both do Saturday drives with whatever. Maybe we can meet up next Saturday. So it gives us an opportunity that are, you know, maybe a little less prone to ask questions at a person, where they can be like, I can kind of use the safety of the internet to still learn and still talk and still feel comfortable.
Yeah, look, I get it 100%, and you know, whether you've got social anxiety or not, I'll be honest with you, one thing that really resonated with me is, I don't know if you were there last night, I don't think you were there outside when we were talking about it, and they were asking about some of the cars that I collect, and I only collect cars that have stories. You know, every car that I own has the coolest story, like the one you just shared. Like, I love that, you know, like that, you know, I don't care if the car's $5 or $5 million, it has to have a story, and I love that. So, yeah, one thing that resonated for me was I love sharing the story. That's why I bought the car. And so, to your point, whether you have a big battery or not, at a car show, there's only so many times you can keep telling that story, right? So, like, one of the cars is, it's a 1979 911 930 Turbo. It was owned by three-time 24-hour Le Mans champion Al Holbert. They gave him the car. It's a one-of-one. It's a chiffon white with a tan interior. The car is immaculate. It's his car. And you know, you go through and you talk about the car and you tell the story. But if you're going to run out of battery at a car show and you have to share that story 100 times,
Right.
The older you get, the less you want to. You're less inclined to share it. So for me, I'm like, hey man, yeah, look, it's a very special car, blah blah blah. Scan the QR code and check it out. I'll tell you the whole story.
Yep.
It's actually a video there, and then they walk away going, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yep.
Because at that time, you can't also share a video. You can't be sitting there, oh, check
Right.
this out. Like, oh, it's on my phone. So for me, that really rang true for me. Not getting, not running out of steam when you want to keep sharing the story.
Right.
And what's really nice, like what I like about it too, is that we're talking about the context of a car show right now, but like if I take my bike out or my car out and I'm parked at like a grocery store or whatever, right? If you're logged into the app and someone goes and scans it, you'll get a notification saying someone scanned or whatever.
Cool.
Right, you're like, okay, I wonder who it was, and if they were logged in and the privacy settings allow it, like you can see who on the platform scanned it. So I can say, oh, Jason just scanned my whatever. Hey, Jason, like I saw you scan my car. Like,
do you want to buy it?
Yeah. Like, do you want to race? Like, do you want to meet up here? Like,
yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so not only do you have to be at a car show, but you say the tagline better than I do.
Yeah, turning every car show into a concourse event,
yes,
right?
I love that.
And so, like what we noticed with other social media platforms, we've all seen it, right? Like you have that Instagram tag for your vehicle. Well, that's fine. You see photos, you see a few videos. The social media platforms have evolved to incorporate things, but you're missing out on that person's YouTube. There's no VinWiki history that you get to see that they get to share with you. And that's really what Dashtag changes, is then you go to one platform and you can see everything. So you can see like how much horsepower is that Viper over there without having to do a lot of digging.
Yeah, the more I listen to it, the more the tagline for me is Facebook for your car.
We joke, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the more I hear it, the more I feel like it's Facebook for your car. At the end of the day, the cars have a personality, they have a story, they have, they have something to share.
Right.
Whether you're rebuilding it, you're doing whatever it may be. So I guess it is Facebook for Facebook or Instagram for your car.
Right.
That's what it is. Because same deal, right? You can, if you become friends with someone, you can throw them a message, or you can do this, or you can friend someone.
Right.
So it's definitely nice to be able to, I guess, have Facebook for your car and actually keep sharing your stories. Hey guys, like you're here, selfie at Speedmaster booth. It's like my car, selfie, I'm at this car event, you know what I mean? So now your car's got a personality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I joke that we've used that analogy too, because like I'm trying to take the best of all these different companies that do these things very well, right?
Yes.
Like Meta is very good at doing what they do.
It's the king, right?
Yeah. So like we're taking inspiration from them, from Instagram, from Reddit. We have a marketplace on there. We have bring a trailer capabilities. Like we're trying to just really make it where, rather than having eight or nine apps that get kind of your fix in for like the automotive world, you have the one.
Yes.
Right. We're not going to take over Meta's everything, but I really want us. I joke that I don't want you to post about your grandma's birthday unless you're going somewhere in a cool car. Then I want to hear about it. And so while we are a social media platform, we are really trying to be just a hub for everything with the motor. Rather than just being kind of this generic catch-all that Facebook is really good at being at today.
Yeah, but again, like you said, you don't have to worry about that because it's specifically designed for your car, and away you go. One thing I really, really love, and I think again, as people catch on, is I got heaps. I'm from Australia, right? So when I come here, I got so many friends that come. They love car shows, car events. They are working so hard to find where the car shows are at. Honestly, I've got a buddy, and I'll shout out to Star Wars. I want to send him a link after this because he comes in and he comes in 2 or 3 times a year. And I don't know, he's a master of Google, and he finds car shows. I'm like, where do you find these links? And it's like some random website that's got 1 million Google ads that looks like it's like a false website.
Yep.
It's got flashes everywhere, and then it's got some 6 lines of this event, this event, this event, this. I'm like, dude, I don't know if this might be an illegal website, not a car. This might not be for car. This might not be a link for cars. I'm telling you, this doesn't sound right. Anyway, he goes and shows up. It really is legit, but I'm like, oh no, thanks. As soon as I go to a site that looks like that, I'm out.
Yeah.
So, share it, knowing that you go to your app, right? So tell us through that. You don't have to take it out physically, but you actually can zoom in on your location based, and go, hey, there's a couple car shows around, right?
Yeah. So on the app itself, so we have this tab that has essentially the map of the world, and everywhere that an event is upcoming or happening currently, you can see a little pin on the map. So you can be like, okay, I'm going to zoom into my location. Oh, there's something happening, over there, right? And you go tap it, and it's this, it's the Porsche Car Show this Saturday. Okay, cool. And okay, I'm going. And the moment you hit I'm going, it gives you the option to pick the vehicle that's in your garage. Okay, I'm going to go with my 930, right? And other people who are already RSVP'd to that event will get a notification.
Oh, that's cool.
Jason with 930 is coming,
cool.
right? Or I'm following that community is hosting that event. Oh, and now I see there's a bunch of people kind of going. So
cool.
It builds that hype of like, yeah, I'm going to an event, but now my boys know I'm going to that event, and like I'm going to go now too. And you can
bring my 930 too.
Yeah, right. And so like we have, it's really cool. So Facebook, you can kind of tag people, and you can tag. I think you can tag pages. We can tag vehicles too. So I can say like, I see a car going down the road. I can tag that car, and the owner will get a notification. They can reshare it if they want to. So it's really just this cohesive glue almost that you want to be part of, because it's not just a slop of all the social media. It's like, it's okay, what am I going to do with my passion this weekend or whatever?
And it creates a story as you do these things. So like as you attend car shows and it's say like your Porsche wins an award, you actually get a badge for that on the platform.
Oh, that's so
and
awesome.
Then when you like say you ever go to sell that car, the person can go back and say, wow, this Porsche won best of show in 2025,
that's
right?
cool.
And so that history stays with us. So
that's
even
amazing.
if you don't have history of the car when you buy it, as you start to do things on the platform, it's building that story for you.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because one of the things I hate is so Corvette Club America, all the ex-Corvette history was burnt or lost. I don't know if it was deliberate, because they probably wanted to make more money. I don't know, but like I've got a really rare Corvette, and I actually wanted to create a website or a registry of, okay, there's 400, right? Let's start adding them in there. So is that an option on the platform yet?
Yeah. So what's great is you can see commonality between other owners as well.
Yes.
And so like if you're friends with somebody, it'll say you have 6 things in common, right?
That's it.
And so you guys are both Corvette owners, or you're both following that, right?
Or you're both part of the Corvette club, of this particular club or whatever.
That's
so
cool.
it makes it really easy to find people that you may not have been able to find before, but because you guys have done something in a platform that's similar,
that's epic.
The algorithm will kind of begin to like, hey, you should maybe know this person. Another really cool part about the event stuff is, we worked closely with Automobili to kind of build out what they wanted to make their rally go real well, and we built out the functionality where when you're on like an event, you can choose to share your location with the people that you're on the event with.
That's epic.
And so I can be like, okay, when you can look at a map when you're on a rally, and like, okay, what is that yellow car up there? And you can tap it. Oh, that's Jason, right? And like, hey man, I'm behind you right now. Let's get some lunch later or whatever. We got all the privacy settings built in. So if you're not trying to share, more than the face value of these vehicles, you don't have to. You don't have to know. You can be real public or real not, right?
That's cool.
Because we were worried about collectors. If you have a collection that's in the millions and millions, a lot of those people tend to want to be private, understandably, right? Yeah. And so we do have something called Ghost Protocol, where you can enact that, and if anyone scans that QR code, it just goes to our homepage. It shows you nothing.
Perfect.
But you, as the user, still have access to things like the financial tools, the maintenance history, and things like that. So you still have unlimited Dashtag at your fingertips, but you're very private and nobody else can see that.
That's so cool, man. So, just asking for a friend, are you guys going to add the relationship status like Facebook on your app?
We have, that and a little step above that.
Yeah.
So, you remember the MySpace, like your top 8 and your top 4 and all that back in the day? So we really wanted to bring that back in some sort of capacity. So we brought back the concept of your inner circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the folks that are in your inner circle, they're more prominently displayed in your profile. You see that, Matt's my number 1. Like, he gets a nice little trophy. So we kind of have that. But we actually do have a good friend of ours recommended a feature that we're nearly done building, where it's essentially Tinder, but for car owners. And you can be like, I'm really looking for of something, right? A girl that drives a
love
Subaru
this.
or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I love
it'll pull up girls that drive Subarus in the area that want to be found.
I
So,
love this.
yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. I don't think we're trying to compete with Tinder, but it'd be really cool to be like, you know what? I really, really like that Viper, and I scan it. They're on Dashtag. Like, hey, like I see that you're looking maybe for a friend, right? We have to figure out all that a little bit better, but that's the goal.
Yeah, I can just imagine seeing, you know, my Porsche in a relationship. You know what I mean? You know, hilarious.
With my mechanic.
Yeah. Far out. Because a lot of people, they kind of list that, because a lot of guys will call their guys the cars female names, male names. It's just, I don't know, man. We take our cars to a whole nother level, right?
Yep. And so we've been talking a lot cars, but we do cars, we do bikes, we do planes, and we do boats. Like, we got full integrations with the government APIs. So when you put in like your flight number or your VIN, like, it pulls up all the information that we know about it. We have the marketplace on there. We have, things that are for shop owners. We have things that are for people that buy and sell cars. We have a very kind of structured marketplace. So we built out a lot.
Like if you're at an air show, for instance, you always see those like boards with like tons of photos on them, and they're trying to really condense 100 years of history down onto one board. That's really hard to do, right?
Yes.
And so an air show is a perfect example. Most of those planes have some sort of World War II history, and that can be tracked to where you're at an air show and just scan it, and now you have everything at your fingertips. So maybe you don't care necessarily about some aspects of that plane. And that's been a really big thing for us too, is the aviation side.
That's insane. I mean, like you said, does that mean we have to go, like, is the platform completely tested, or do we have to go and buy all of these things to make sure that it all works? Like, do we have to go and buy a plane? I mean, we should go and buy a plane just to make sure the app works.
I mean, you should.
Just to make sure it works
100%,
properly.
right,
You know what I mean?
If you don't mind, that'd be great.
I mean,
we're going to buy a plane just to make sure that, and we actually have...
you got the sandbox, you're the real deal, but God, look, maybe you'll find when another plane is next to you that can't quite scan your QR code.
Right.
I think we need to look into this.
I think we should get a Gulfstream. If we're going to do this, we should do this right.
I think you're right. What color will it be? What color will suit the Dashtag
yellow
QR code best?
Yeah, we do like a yellow and gold.
Okay, all right.
Or yellow gold.
You heard it here, right? So Dashtag and Speedmaster are going to get a Gulfstream.
Okay.
And we're going to test the QR code. Mate, this sounds like a Red Bull event. This is going to be great.
Yeah, it's easy. And then speedboat.
There you go.
Monster truck.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, that sounds good. So I guess, technology, it's a year old now. I mean, how long? Talk us through the whole process. People don't realize that this stuff takes time, right?
It does. And so, like I said, we started as a nonprofit with just a catalog. Brandon's just been grinding this past year, just super hardcore, trying to build this into what first was like a PWA. So it's a website that acts like an app.
Yep.
And then right now we have an app built out. We have 700 users on the platform.
How many?
700. We've already managed 2 major automotive shows for registration, judging, things like that. But the app, I would say, officially launches, we're hoping for spring 2026.
Perfect.
So it'd be available on the App Store, on the Play Store. Everyone could download it. But if you go to a car show, especially in Colorado, and you see a Dashtag, you can scan it now. It will work.
Sweet. Yeah, well, I know it works,
Yeah, and so if people are wanting to sign up, because we're taking early invitation, go to join-dashtag.com. Click the link, put in your email, we'll email you when we're ready to launch. So we're kind of beta testing with friends and family, and the 600 people, 700 people that are originally on the platform through these car shows, that's going to be our guinea pigs. So
that's epic. So so it's an official app now, not like you said, like not a web app.
It is a web app.
So it's still both, right?
Yeah.
So the web app isn't going to go away because there's some people that aren't going to want to download the app on their phone. So you still have all the functionality that you would get in your browser. So we have an Android app, we have an iPhone app. We have people on like Test Flight and Google's equivalent where they can, they're kind of going there and beginning to break things. And so, talking to friends are like, we'd much rather us break it than release it to the App Store and somebody break it. And we're in such a tight.
I mean, you wouldn't be the first. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff did it anyway. Yep. So I mean, anyway.
Yeah, and like you said, like building an app, is it's complex, right? And especially when you're trying to have all of these different elements of Dashtag be in a place that's super cohesive and easy to use. And when you get on there, it's really easy to scan a car or a bike and think, oh, and I want to follow. It's like we really want an experience that, while we don't have Meta's budget, right? We want it to feel like when you get on there, you're using an app that's modern and works. And so, yeah, we're just heavily testing. If you're on the platform already and you want to get access to the app, just reach out to us. We'll get you on there.
That'd be sick.
And just we appreciate all the feedback and all the help that we can get getting this ready for spring.
So wait, so you're like coding and stuff?
Yeah.
You don't look like a geek.
I feel like that's the advantage that I've had my entire career. Is I've been able to code and like not look like I code.
Yeah.
But it's the social battery thing, right? Like I can sit in the background all day and make the platform better for the users, while he can talk about, to the people. So it's a good combination.
So you can code and you can drive.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen this guy drive?
Yeah.
Bloody lunatic.
I know.
Oh my God.
We actually haven't raced yet together.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, because we were in the R8s and 720s. Yeah, we drive a little bit.
Yeah. You guys were crushing it at the automobile rally. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Within the speed limit, of course, right? And the local laws.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. What car did you bring this year?
So I brought his 570, and then my buddy let me drive his 720, and another buddy let me drive his R8. So I got to kind of play around a little bit.
Yeah, what did you have the year before? Was that the Porsche? What did you have the year before?
Before that was a turbo. Before that was
yep. Yeah, because I remember seeing the rear of that for a lot of the trip, man. You guys were hauling ass.
We like to drive, right? Yeah. And Dashtag, we really embody the spirit of being an enthusiast, right? I think that's what makes us different, is that, we're trying to build a product, right? We're trying to, bring in revenue, but at the end of the day, like, we're not building things that we wouldn't want to use.
Yeah. And the irony for me is that, I met you guys at automobile rallies. Shout out to Scott, obviously, what a legend. But I met you at the rally, and you guys were living, breathing, the essence of Dashtag, right? So that was fun. That's a great rally too, all the way through Colorado. I mean, the sights and mountains are beautiful, right?
Yep. Automobile is it's a rally that I've been going now on for 5 years, and I'll probably go forever. My son's 2 years old. He likes cars, so as soon as he's 3, he'll be with us. And automobile has been really good, and Scott and Angela have been awesome, and they allowed us to kind of really build things that made them really, their participants really happy. And if you guys are hosting other rallies, even out of the U.S., reach out to us. We'd love to show you what the platform can do and how it can allow your participants to kind of enjoy it more and be more in touch with everything that's going on at the event.
So talk me through the timeline right now. So we got spring launch. What does the roadmap look for the next 12, 36, 72?
Yeah, our whole goal is to then go through the summer getting out to every event we can. So we did that a lot this past summer, but the way this succeeds is by putting dash tags on vehicles, right? And so if we go out to an event and you see us and you have your car, we'll print you one for free. If you can't make it out to the event, we'll mail it to you for $2. Awesome. So it's not like it's a high cost entry, right? But our goal is just no matter what, we have to tell the authentic story. And there's nothing better than being at an event that's really representing the community. And so that is our goal, is just world tour for the summer, engage with people face to face, really put our faces out there so people know that this is built by car enthusiasts and people who care about the community. And it's not just some, large corporation trying to track data, right? So that's our goal.
I think long term, to kind of answer that question, where we've really kind of perfected, onboarding motorcycles and cars on the platform. We've got really good progress with airplanes, but I think we want to make it where any kind of thing that you have with a motor, it's really easy to add. It's really easy to share the story. I think when we first started this spring, we had a list of 60 events that we wanted to get to. Wow. We ended up going to 10. Because 60 is a lot, but I think eventually the goal is to go to all 60 and have Dashtag be a thing that people know about, right? Whether it be one on the Fiat, and they just know that's a Dashtag, right? And we want to compete with Bring a Trailer. We want to compete with Cars and Bids. We want to compete with the marketplaces. We really want to. I think in 3 to 5 years, just Dashtag is Facebook for cars, but it is what it is the right platform to use.
100%. So, random question, and you have to answer it, and you can't give me a general answer. What's your favorite part of the platform?
For me, personally, I really love the fact that I can go on there and I can put all the mods that I've done. I can upload the videos and the pictures and kind of tell the story of why I did that and the before and after dyno. And you know, for me, it's very much okay. I just put a new chrome fender or a new carbon fender on my bike. Like I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm like, I like it because I can get track of stuff that I've done personally, and it's really easy for me to share with others. I think that's what I like the most. So that way I don't have to talk to people like hey, here's my picture and
check it out.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, I just realized how hard it is actually to find that data too. So last night we were talking about cars. I'm like, check this out. Oh, let me find it.
Yep.
So actually, in actual fact, it's actually probably easier to find that stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. For me, it's the storytelling. Obviously, that's a big part of it. I growing up in the hot rod world, like I hate seeing the stories go away. I love talking to these old guys at these shows because they just have the best story. They really truly unlock things you had no idea existed, right? And they tell you about that. So I really wanted to preserve that. But the second thing for me is also like the maintenance. So like if you look at the car auction websites, everybody wants to know the history of that vehicle. Was the oil changed? Were the rod bearings replaced, right? And if you're using an independent shop for that, sometimes that can get a little difficult. Like if you don't scan in that invoice right away, or you file it away, or you lose that file, people then really kind of question the quality of the car. That's not fair as the owner necessarily, right? And so having this platform where it's super easy, you can literally walk out to your garage, scan the QR code, take a photo of the invoice, it attaches to the car. That gives the car the deserved pedigree that it had if you're actually maintaining it, and then that's never lost. So 10 years down the road, because we know, like we all have had bad previous owners in our car's history, right?
Yes.
And so I promise you, like you buy a car, it probably had a bill book at some point, but 3-4 hands, it's gone, right? That no longer is a problem, and that's a big deal. And so for me, that's my favorite thing, is it legitimizes the independent work that's being done to a car, because independent work doesn't mean it's bad just because it didn't go to the dealer, right? So that's probably one of my
I'm going to just add on to that. So we're kind of partnering with a couple, an Aprilia dealership in Denver and a couple other independent maintenance shops. And so Carfax, which I guess I should have known, while motorcycles can go on the platform, it's not like a standard like it is for cars. So like when you're buying and selling a car, you can more often than not say, hey, can I have the Carfax? And there is one, right? In the motorcycle world, there's not.
That's interesting.
And so we're working with them to essentially bring Carfax in the form of a Dashtag to motorcycles. And so not only are we kind of, these other Facebook or Instagram or Facebook for cars, we're competing with Meta. Here, we're actually filling a hole that isn't correctly or isn't currently being addressed, right? And so I think having independent maintenance shops being able to say, and independent like dealers being, hey, yep, this was this and we worked on this and this oil, I think that's gonna help. I'm a bike guy. I think it's gonna help bikes out a lot, so we know that what we bought and sold was taken care of.
I mean, we mentioned Facebook, but I mean, none of that data really lives in Facebook, right? You know what I mean? Like, only unless you're selling it, but then it's literally you're posting everything that you're going to post to sell, not really to store. So, I guess on your platform, if you do go to all the effort to sell it, it's then there to keep. So it's like, because a lot of us go to a lot. Funny enough, most of us fix all the problems with our cars before we sell it. It's like, shit, I should have just fixed it while I was driving. I would have enjoyed whatever was wrong with it. It's hilarious how that works.
Yep.
I think I did that the other day. I was fixing something. I'm like, I should have just fixed it. Why do I fix these things when I'm selling it? Not fixing them when I was driving it.
Right.
It's stupid. So I guess, like that data continues to just get lost, because as this, you get this real big burst of motivation when you want to sell it. So at least that could be a nice starting point on OnFlow. It's like, get on there, dump all the data in there, sell it, and then that data stays there for the next owner, and then you might find yourself going, heck, I don't really want to sell this car,
Yeah. Yep. At that point, they can use it, the platform for just their own personal inventory management. Make it private. I have multiple bikes and cars in we call it the garage, and I can kind of see like the value of of essentially my assets, right, within Dashtag, and as people go and add more vehicles on there or sell them, we're taking data and saying, okay, your 930 just went up 5% in the last month based off other stuff's happened on Dashtag.
Actually, I was curious about that, because something that would be awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the classic.com where you can kind of see if the car's going up or going down, or
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Treat it like a portfolio.
Yeah.
Right? And so we can push notify you as well. At some point, we're going to implement this, and we've had it built out where, you know, if you're tracking, let's say, E30 BMWs, right, and you've been in the market for one, we can notify you like, hey, they're trending down, right? Now's a good time to buy. Or if you own one, they're trending up. Now's a good time to sell.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like one, you know, a guy marked their particular E30 for sale, right? And so since you're on Dashtag, you get that notification immediately. You can click that link, go to their garage, go to their vehicle, and see their mod, see their maintenance history, see their whatever. Like, this person was they really cared about their car. You can tell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out and say, hey, I'm trying to buy your car. I want to make an offer. You know.
Yeah.
So just kind of again having that glue that just feels like, you know, instead of opening up 8 apps, you open up one.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, then it removes that, actually, then it gives the ability potentially, like, you know, a lot of people are always looking to buy cars that aren't available. So it gives you, actually, you know, it kind of gives you two things. As a buyer, you know, you want to look for, I guess, you might want to look for a car that's not for sale.
Yep.
And then you actually have the ability to read about a car that you may not like.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, I'm like, okay, I love a 63 split window. Let me look them up. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is a resto mod. I don't want a resto mod. So you're not stuck talking to the guy asking about all the mods he's done.
Right.
You might want that's OEM spec, or you know what I mean. So it's like, oh, these are fully OEM. It's great. You know, let me throw him an offer.
Right.
So you're kind of doing a reverse engineering of that too, which is great too, because there's a lot of car collectors who are buying cars that aren't for sale.
Yep.
Right.
You know, I mean, half the time the cars they do buy aren't for sale because people don't really want to sell them. But then they go and offer you some price that you can't say no. It's like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
We actually have that kind of baked in where you can mark your vehicle for sale, right?
Sure.
So, and then you can choose a price, or you can essentially have a
It's like a make offer, and so
Yeah,
there's a reserve where you
Yeah.
won't get notified unless their offer is over that reserve. So if
Sure.
it's kind of like a twist my arm situation, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can say, all right, this Fiat 500, I would never sell it for less than $35,000, whatever
put that on
is,
there,
right?
and then they won't see that 35K. They won't
yes.
know that. But
Yeah.
if they make an offer for 36, then you'll actually get the VO.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying even past that. So I'm sitting there, I'm bored. I'm on a plane or I'm here or wherever. I'm just flicking through the app. I'm like, I wonder if there's any 63 vets on here. And obviously all the people have open profile. I'm like, dude, this is an epic. I mean, you know, Matthew's car is epic. I want to look at it. Oh, man, this is one owner. It's original. I want to ping him a message going, hey, man, you want to sell the car?
Yeah.
Like, even if it's not for sale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's got everything I want. And you might be like, you know what? You know, I'm a bit over it. I've had enough of it. Good timing. Take it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I actually have the ability to just browse things I like.
Yeah, and
Just like, you know.
the seller also gets to see kind of your background too, so you're
Yeah.
almost even weeding out the buyer.
That's
because a 63, you know, that's an expensive car,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And there's a lot of interest in that car,
Yes.
but it doesn't mean there's a lot of buyers for that
Yes,
car, right?
yes.
Because a lot of people maybe don't have the money or space for it, whatever that is. So they could actually go in and pull up Jason's profile and be like, okay, he owns these cars in his garage. He is a collector. He is
Yes.
serious. I want to work with this guy over the guy who's not on a platform, right?
Yeah, I love that. I can't wait to go window shopping. All right. So I guess I'll say, one thing in closing. Where did you come up with the cool name? The name
Actually,
is
he's
so
got a really cool
damn
story.
cool, man.
Yeah. So
We've gone through this whole process, and you told us we're a damn cool name, and like it's just perfect. You know,
Yeah.
it's just so you know, you probably don't know if you meant it or not, but it's actually a modern day marketing excellence. Just so you know,
look at that. I'll take it. That was a
Yeah,
compliment.
just so you know. Yeah.
So we started originally as the American Motoring Association, as a nonprofit.
Sorry, as?
It was the American Motoring Association, and
Hey,
motoring
man.
was anything. It was boats, planes, everything, and we liked it. It was great for a nonprofit, but we needed that catchy hook. If we're a tech company, if we're an app, it needs to be catchy. So it was down to two names, VHive, so like Vehicle Archive.
Yeah.
So VHive.
Yeah.
He forgot about that one.
I did.
But back in the day, before VINs, you used to have assembly numbers. Cars were just built on a line and literally given a serial number, and it was usually a 5-digit number. I think 7, like later in the 60s. But for the most part, VIN numbers weren't a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
And you would have a lot of the early pre-war stuff ended up like there was patent wars with Ford. So they would have these dash plaques, and the dash plaque would have the different patents listed and the assembly number.
That's cool.
And so we just had this idea of like a modern dash plaque, right? It's Dashtag, right?
Yes.
And so it was something that could go on your dash and would tell you the history of that vehicle. And that's where the name came from.
Yep.
And yeah, it just, as soon as we got to that name, it was like, this is it. Makes sense.
Yeah, we had quite a few, and that one came. It made sense, and the dash plaques kind of look like our dash tags a little bit, our QR codes.
Yeah, because so Brandon's like, yeah, I'm so glad I thought of it. That's a cool story. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was just thinking back to that moment where we decided that was the name, and I asked my wife, and she's like, "What do you mean?" And I explained it to her. She's like, "That makes sense." I'm like, "Okay, cool. My wife is in." Like,
it was sticky, but it also kind of represented
sticky,
our history and the story and like vintage vehicles, which is our base. So it was done. It was.
Yeah, well, I love the name. I thought it was phenomenal. And again, you nailed all of the above. You know, it has to tell you what it is from the moment you see it. There's no more icons anymore. It's like Uber went through that thing where they had the U and they went through all the rest. And now the current version of marketing is just a word. You got to go there. It says Uber. So yeah, we went on that marketing journey probably 5 or 6 years ago when we didn't rebrand, but we did it. We had to do a facelift to Speedmaster.
Sure.
Because we had a few lines and things that made it very hard to put on aluminium castings and whatnot.
Of course.
So we went through that whole journey, and we actually even looked at the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio to make sure things look good and visually perfect. And you're right in it. So
I appreciate it, man.
The amount, the size of the logo on your hat, the colors, the fonts. Yeah, it's right where you need to be, man. So
I appreciate it. I geek out on that. That's a big deal for me. Luckily, my marketing background, even the professor I had that I studied under, he did a lot of stuff in the motorsport community. And the big thing is the logo needs to be able to be drawn in the sand with your finger.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
It's super simple.
I love
that. And if you start adding detail, it makes it complicated for shirts and hats. You can't embroider it. And so we just wanted just the name. And so even though it looks like a font, we actually did a lot of changes. You couldn't just go type that into a computer right now. It's those small details that make it big, but it's simple, right?
Yeah.
That's what it needs to be.
I love it. So I guess, in closing, if you want to share anything with the viewers today, I mean, other than now we know it's Facebook for cars, and it's got relationship status. No, I'm just kidding. Just go to join-tag.com, sign up so you get the early release. Help us break things, figure things out. You're looking at the whole company. This is us. It's two guys who are doing an underfunded passion project, right? Love that.
And we want to grow it to be something that's healthy for the community, that represents the community, and that's always authentic. So we want feedback. We want good and negative comments. Like, let us know how we can make this represent people, and just keep an eye on our progress, because we're going to be out and about in the community this summer.
And we're both on the platform, right? I welcome folks right now that you can send me a DM or send Matt a DM saying, hey, this is broken, or this sucks, or I hate this, because people have, and those people have helped us better the platform. This is, again, while we're building this because it's something that we want to use personally, that is kind of our real incentive to build something that you guys would want to use. We're not Meta, right? We really want this to be a perfect platform for those that are really, truly enthusiasts about their vehicles, and it's Facebook for cars, bikes, boats, and planes.
Yeah, planes, trains, automobiles.
Yes, trains eventually. That'd be kind of neat.
I love that. Oh, then we've got to buy a train now. Oh, I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Cheers.
Love sharing your stories. Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Take it easy, man. I really appreciate that.